Hello, today I'm going to show you how I do my makeup looks. And today we're going to do a makeup look I did a few weeks ago, which is my new style. Usually I have primer, but I don't this time, so... Also, ignore my voice. So, without primer, I'm just going to go in with a white. Like a clown white. And I'm going to do that on my inner brow here. And just create a shape. Okay, there's a mirror right here. Do this on the next side. Alright, I cleaned it up. It didn't look like that. And the most important thing for me is they're gonna be sisters, not twins. I don't want to look exactly like. And what I'm gonna do now is go in and fill that in. Go ahead and fill that in. And I go all the way up to my brow to cut it off. And it's okay if it comes out sort of muddy, because far away it'll look what you need to. Just to get the inner corner of my eye. Then what I'm gonna do is clean my brush and go in with a skin tone that's lighter than me, just to block out my brows. See how that's way too light for me? It looks nicer on camera, but it is like this shade, and this is not my shade. And I'm gonna do that all around the shape. And do that on the next side. What I'm doing now is bring it down to my inner corner of my nose right here. So I could block out my nose as well. On both sides. And then color it inside my eyebrow. And then on my eyelid as well. This is why I don't do tutorials. I'm not very good at them. And since it is very light, it'll pick up all the color. I think the color I'm gonna do this time, because I always do. My go-tos are yellow, so a golden and a bluish, because they always show up. But I'm thinking, since I have this palette, which is Ace Beauty Smoky Roses, I picked up at a local consignment store. I think I'm gonna do a red mixed in with a black, red and black. I always just do ombres, so I'll do this pink, this pearl, and this smoky, and I'll mix it in. I always start with your lightest color and to layer it on. So I'm gonna start with Calm, which is the lightest pink, very Vigor light pink, almost my shade. Just go in the inner corner, pack it on, make it cakey. Other side, pack it on. You know, with this one, I'm going to go in with another shade, which is called Secret, and it is like this rosy, glittery one. Go right on top. And with better lighting, you would probably be able to see it. So I'll just show you the finished result when I'm done. Obviously. And I'm gonna finish this up and I'll be back. Okay, I'm done with the pink. I think I'm gonna do a purple outside. So I'm gonna start with, I have LA Beauty, I have LA Colors, I don't know what palette this is, but it's color. It's rainbow. I believe it's called Smoking. It's Smoking. It has all these colors. I'm going with this light purple and then go into this dark purple before I go ahead into the black. I'm doing a lot more colors than I usually do. And I'm gonna make sure to pack in the purple. With this, I really don't have to. Just wipe it one pat with my blender and it'll go right on. Make sure to follow the guidelines you had beforehand or freehand it. But I really like to change up the eye shape. But this time I'm going higher into my eyebrow, which I said I had blocked out. Okay, now I'm gonna go heavy into the dark purple. And then I head into the black. And with the black, I'm gonna follow my shape. See how dark it is? And I'm gonna do a little crease right there just to mark it out for my eyeshadow. And then I think what I'm gonna do is go into my eyebrow so you can't see it. Although I did block most of it out. And that'll be like the shape of my eyeliner. And I'm gonna do it for the other side. Alright, now that I have both sides done, I'm going to go in with my LA Colors Peach Fuzz or Peach Fizz palette. I love this one. I used it for Peach Fizz. I used it for like 2 years, and I really like the brown, which is my skin tone, and the yellow. I use the yellow to death. So I'm going with the brown, that's my skin tone. I'm gonna dap to my eyebrows just to block them out even more. Make sure to avoid your makeup if you can. I'm gonna blend that into my skin. Blend that down into my brow, my nose. Blend out the outer corner. And then the other side, blend into my eyebrow. Towards the outer corner. Into my nose. And I know it's super hard to find palettes that are your skin tone. So I recommend buying a palette that's either a shade lighter or darker. And that way you can mix and match it in and create your perfect skin tone, if not slightly off. But even then, it'll be camp, you know. So what I'm going to do now is my favorite part, the eyebrows. And I have sharp eyebrows. And I usually go in with, again, I have LA Colors Conceal It. And although this is a concealer, I use it for my under eye bags, or I just use it to highlight my eyebrow. So what I'm going to do now is just lightly put... I forgot how to look at the camera and you are on. So I'm going to lightly draw it on. Draw a shape for my eyebrows and just fill it in. So put them on a brush, use a cap and just fill it in. You know, your eyebrows can be any size you want. Personally, I like really small ones because it goes with my style. Do the other side. Again, sisters, not twins. Or twins if they want. It's up to you. Okay. I'm definitely going to have to go ahead and correct this because this one's looking a bit bigger. Or even make that one bigger. Just a little bit. Okay. And once you go in with your eyebrows, I take my eyeliner. First let this dry for a bit. Then I take my eyeliner. Again, LA Colors, not sponsored, but if they want to, I'd love for them to sponsor me. Take that. This is the fine point. And I'm just going to draw my eyebrow in. I don't really do that much definition. It's just a line or two. Still kind of wet. Shows up better on camera, which is good. But I also want to look nice in person, so let me just do the other one as well. Okay. The other one is done. I'm not as happy as I am with the eyebrows, but I always do a bit more even, but what can you do? Now, if you have any foundation, you could do a foundation. You could do whatever you want. So what I do is I'm gonna take my foundation, which is Romantic Flower. I don't remember where I got this from, probably dollar store. This is shade. Didn't tell me what shade. But yeah, the closest one to my skin tone I could find. Take a dollop on my hand, my finger. You can use a brush. Might use a brush actually, and just go down my nose, straight down to highlight my nose, and a little like a little L, a little line, like a little T. And then I'm going into where I put my other makeup, which is in the corner of my nose. And then I'm gonna let that sit for a bit. And I'm gonna take my darkest foundation, which is, what is this? Watch me yellow colors. CoverGirl actually, CoverGirl D50, which is a shade darker than I am. I'm gonna put that on my brush. And then I'm gonna dap it up on the top. And then I'm gonna follow my contour, my cheek. Just go straight up and down, and then curve it up. A nice little C motion. Do the top again, the other one, tap it up. Nice little C motion. Okay. And then my lips are very easy. I don't do much for them. Usually I remember doing eyeliner. This time I'm just gonna use some Carmex, just because my lips are super dry right now. I have a glossy lip moment going on before I add any color. And then I'm going to use the Smoky Red from my palette and just dab it on there. Give you a little lip blur moment. It shows up brighter in person. And then I'm going with my skinny eyeliner, and then go back up to my eyes and follow the shape of the eyeshadow I put on there. Other side. And just like my eyebrows, I like my eyeliner super sharp. Not very thin, but sharp. So when I do that, I'm going to fill it in. There we go. And then what I do is I bring back my, I like Colors Conceal It. And I like to highlight the corner of my eyes with the white. I usually go from the very inner corner to the crease, and I blend it out with my finger, so it looks seamless. And then I'm going to do some blush, which is also the white. Freckles, which is also the white. And then some highlight, which is also the white. Just a little line. Highlight again. Dap it. And then more freckles. And that's it. That's how I do my makeup looks. Usually I'll do a lipstick if I have time. Throw on a wig. And wait, I do a new wig. I'm gonna try that on. I'll be back. Oh no, the bangs. Oh, that's doing something. Bye. And that is the finished look. Thank you for watching my video.